Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about 5 biggest headaches in our IT industry and specifically when you are receiving CSV from your upstreams and that looks like a crime scene. If so, these tricks are for you. The first thing we are going to talk about in many cases, right? So we are receiving some email IDs kind of thing. Your team leader is asking that we need the first name and last name of each and every person's email that we have received. So how we can do that in just 1 minute? Simple. You just see, right? Like the email IDs are separated as first name and last name. In this case, what you can do is first name it is given from and the last name it is ROY, Roy, right? So what you can do is you just select wherever you have written your first name and then you use this Control E. Okay, so this is what is a keyboard shortcut that you can use. So I'm coming here using the keyboard shortcut Control E. It is going to take automatically the first name with the first letter in capital. The similar way, the last name you just select and then Control E, and it is going to take the last name as you have mentioned the first letter of the last name in capital. Easy, right? Okay, so with this, let me going to talk about another way to do the similar thing. Now, in this case, whatever we are going to learn now, so it is not necessarily you need to use only for the email cases. You can use this concept in various way. You know, down the line, you may come up with a situation where you will be able to use this thought process. How you can, what I'm going to do here is the ask is, let's say my manager wanted me once again that find out the or list down the first name and the last name from this mail ID, okay, and ensure that it is proper, right? I'm not going to get the first name and last name to separate cells. I'm going to get that in one cell, right? So how we can do that? The first thing is figuring it out, right? So what exactly we are looking for? We are looking for, first of all, whatever characters we are having before the at sign, right? So there is an at sign at domain.com. So before this at sign, whatever we are having, we wanted to find it out. So when we are going to find it out, so we already have talked about the find function, right? So let's see how it works, right? So let's see that how many characters are there up to at sign. So what I have to do is find and then up to what? The at sign, right? The at sign. So this is what it is. Where it is available? In this cell. The range is A2, right? Just select that and see. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm just going to show you, right, the character length, how you can do that, measure that. So let's say to add, right? So we wanted to know that whether this count is correct or not. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but why when we are having a shortcut? What you have to do is equals to sign and then type len, sorry, equals sign lane and then whatever the text count you want, right? The string character count you want, you select that range and that's it. 12, right? So that is the correct thing. Now, what I want is I want from left, let's say I want to get up to uh, Mehta, right? I don't need this at sign, right? So it is giving me the 12. So I need the 11th, up to 11th character, right? So let's deduct 1. We are receiving 12 minus 1. So it is 11. So that's what we want, right? So if you are using the left function, left, left, and then what is from where I need the character to be cut from the A2, right? And then this specific area is going to tell us, right, how many character we are looking for. 11. We already have seen that find at sign and then this range -1 is giving us the 11. We have seen that, right? So now let's see what it returns. So it returns the, let's read this one now. It returns the first name dot last name. Now what we want? We don't want this dot, right? We need a space in the middle of first name and last name. So what we can do is we use the substitute function in this case, right? So whatever it's there is there. So what we want is we don't need the dot. Instead, just replace it with a space. That's what we want. Perfect. We are getting what we want. The next thing is, as we know, the first name and the last name, the first character of the first name and first character of the last name, it should be capital, right? So simple, use proper function and just close it. You are going to get this name. Okay. Now just drag it. And if you are not having a blank cell here, so you no need to do like this. You simply can come here. You see there is a cross X kind of mark is coming. So double tap. It will automatically fill. You no need to drag manually. So now you are having the first name and last name. Clear? So this is the two way we can get this work done. Okay. The third um, area that I'm going to talk about is in many cases, right? So we are getting some values or some numeric digits, but they, like, whoever is sending it to you, they might have used the single quote before they type like this, so that these zeros are not going to omit, right? So it will stay. But when you are using this, it is converting into a text, right? It is no longer a number. So that's why at the bottom, I tried to do a sum. So you can do it like this as well. Sum ampersand. Okay. So sum is 47. So that is not correct, right? Because 12, 15, and 20, that is 47. 15 plus 12, it's 27 plus 20, 47. What about the rest, right? We have all those things, right? So this is not the correct count. So why, but here I'm getting the total range from here to this. So this sum is wrong for sure. So how to fix it? Pretty simple. You just need to do equals to sign and then select this, give the asterisk or that it's called into, and then 1, right? So we are multiplying with 1 and it will convert into numbers. Okay, so like this way. Fine. So now if you are going to drag it like this way, it is now giving us the correct sum. So this is correct. I am giving it in red. So it is, that's a green, right? Wow, we are having 107. The other way that you can do it, we can use the value function. Value, and then you just select that field. It will also convert the any numeric values that is converted into text. It will convert back into numbers. So just same, right? So if you're just dragging it, so you'll be able to see the count of this is 107, right? So like this way you can fix it in case such situation comes in your way. The next thing I'm going to talk about is COUNTIF. When we need, let's say you have a huge list, though I am having a small one, maybe hardly 20 stuff are there. But let's say that you have a huge list, right? So now maybe you are a manager or you are an HR professional. Okay, so you wanted to find out, let's say in your location, let's say your location is Delhi. In your location, how many HRs are there? For an example. So what you are exactly looking for is HR, and you are looking for where in Delhi, right? So Delhi. So in Delhi, how many HRs are there? Okay, so this thing you can achieve using the COUNTIF function. Why I'm giving those shitty colors? I don't know. Fine. So how you can do that? You can simply use equals to COUNT. Let me do one thing. Let me just increase a little more so that it would be easy to see, isn't it? So equals to count if, right? Now I need the two validations, right? We need to validate the HR as well as we need to validate the city. Okay, fine. So it should be two. So COUNTIFs. Okay. Now the first criteria range. So the first criteria range is the department. Okay. So I'm selecting where the departments are available, like HR, finance, IT. And then what we are looking for, what is our criteria? The criteria is HR. Okay. The next thing is we need to look for the city as well. The city is available in this column, right? So let's select this column where we are having all the cities. And what is our criteria for the city? We need the HR from Delhi. So let's select Delhi, right? Delhi, capital of India. Okay. So now hit enter. So now let's see. We are having the four HRs are available in Delhi, right? The similar way, if you wanted, okay, fine. So if you wanted to validate really, if you do not rely on the formula, so you also can just check it. HR from Delhi. So we are having 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The similar way you can do anything. Let's say IT, you need, let's say IT and Bangalore, you need both. So simply paste it. So we are having three. Just match it for your satisfaction. Let's say IT, and we're looking for the city Bangalore. Let's see how many. There are three. Okay. So like this way it works, the counting. In many cases, for a long list of data, if you wanted to find out, you just can create it, change it. And I also have shown you, right? So all the departments you also can do and get it a list, right? So you can get a list out of it and you can use it. But yeah, so one thing you may see, right? Like, it is not having the unique characters. There are the repetitions. So you can use the formula or else you simply can just put it um, and then you just come to data and simply remove duplicates, continue the selections. So you will get these departments, right? So that this one you can use in your list. So anyway, so we already have learned, like, how to do that, and later also we will talk about it more. So I hope that the COUNTIF, so this thing is clear to you, right? So this is what is the formula. Um, let's make it a little bigger for you in case you want to see the formula. So this is what it is. Okay, fine, clear. So this is what is the formula that we have used here. The last one that I'm going to talk about is clear the hidden junk. In many cases, right? So it is a very small data table, but when we are working, right? So the upstreams are sending us the CSV file, the data file, right? So they are, in many cases, they are just copy pasting the data from a database, or they are importing a sheet from the database, and they are just sending it to us via FTP in our server. And when you are running your jobs, right? Let's say you are running your job using AutoSys or something, right? So it's going to fail because it will not be able to read your data if it is not clean. So apparently, if you are looking at this data, so it looks very clean, right? But there are chances, right? So there are some hidden elements are available. There are the the start of heading, there is some control code are there, right? Or STX invisible codes are there. So how to clean them? So basically, so if you just look at this, I intentionally just put it for the reference and just to show how to clean them. So if you just can see, so we are having some of the codes are available, right? So you cannot do like control F and find it out, because these are the hidden characters. You cannot simply search it like this way. So how you can do it? So basically what I if I'm going to use the formula, right? So we can do many things, but if I'm going with the formula, the easiest way is use the clean function. We are cleaning the sheet, so here we are having the clean function. So basically you can do clean, and then if I'm okay, why I'm going to do here, let's do it here, right? Clean, and then you start from here. Okay. Mostly the dates and the amounts are not having. I have seen. I never have seen that it is containing the special, like, the hidden characters much. But in names, in case of policy numbers, these are the areas where we are having the special character that I have seen. But chances, right? These characters may stay anywhere. So I just have used this clean function. Okay. Um, Let me just set it. And as I have shown you, right, just come here and double tap. It will just give you the very clean um, replica of whatever you are having. So it's not having any more special characters. So simply you just copy it and you just can paste it. For now, I'm just pasting it in here, 1, 2, 3. Um, and let me highlight it with the different color. Now the whole life. So here we are having a special character, right? So we have seen we can count the characters, right, of a specific cell, like it was len, right? So if you're just looking at the len of his whole life is 10, and let's see, len whole life, it's 9. So these special characters are now removed. Okay, so now it is clean and clear. Okay, clear. um yeah, that's all about. That's, I mean, you also can see here, right? So all the special characters are cleared. So I have cleaned the hidden characters. Okay. So that's how it works. um, I hope that it is helpful. So if your data is satisfactory, you simply can just copy and you just paste it and just save it and run your job. It should work. It won't create any problem. um, I just have kept it, right? So right, this special character, we can use the substitute in case you also wanted to remove them. I don't know why it's came. Um, or else, right? Like you can use like this and then replace all. So it will simply replace everything. So whatever special character, but the hidden character, you can't do it like this way. So the clean is the safest option or the best option that I would suggest. Okay, these are all things that I wanted to cover today. Do let me know whether you are having any question. Let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching. Have a good rest of the day. See you in the next video. Thank you.